Right, we're live again, Chris.
All right,
We are. We've only got two cameras at the moment,
mate. Oh,
but that's
that'll do.
I'll get the other two going. I've got two up.
So this is what your iPhone is.
Which one? We don't know. We'll find. Which. Let's have a look. We'll push both of them and see which one comes up. Right, well, the other one. That one. It's the iPhone. It's coming up.
Okay, we'll go up to that closest one.
So where's?
And I'll just show you the little one.
Yeah. So the fourth one is in the camera.
Is it?
Yeah.
Are we on? Are we live? Okay, welcome back. Anyone that's on live stream, welcome back to the Ulverstone Bowls Club. Sorry for the interruption, some technical difficulties, but fingers crossed we're all right for the day. So, welcome to Ulverstone Bowls Club. I'm Chris Lee, and with me is our state men's coach and champion Tasmanian bowler, Chris Dudman. How are you, mate?
Yeah, g'day Chris. Yeah, pretty good, thank you. And yeah, we do apologise for the delay, but even the girls in the office here said there was a bit of internet problem. So hopefully it's all done and all fixed, and we do apologise for it. So keep your negative comments to yourself. Hopefully it's no problem. So, but yeah, as you see on the score on the board, it's 10-6 to the way of Claridge and Leeds. Yeah, it's been a pretty reasonable game, Chris. There's some good heads. This one's a little bit loose at the moment, but yeah, it's going to go down to the wire. I think it's going to be a pretty good game. So men's score over there hasn't changed. I know that Mark Stroston have played a absolute blinder 6 down over there and trailed the Jack in the Pit for 1 or 2. So I reckon the score over there, it currently sits on 10-7 to the Marshall boys. But I wouldn't mind betting it's very close to being level, because they've just won another end by the look of it. So, but yeah, just let us know where you're viewing from, and let's get some people and share the video and get some people viewing the great game of the Lawn Bowls.
Yeah, Daddy. So we've got a big day here. Fingers crossed the internet holds up and our live stream continues throughout the day. But as you just said, then we've got our 2 finals on at the moment. Our 2 pairs finals. We're live streaming the ladies, and the men are playing next door. Also on the green are the bowling arm semi-finals. So it's a pretty good day of bowls here at Ulverstone. Following this pairs games, we have our semi-finals of both the men's and women's singles, and then live streaming the finals after that. So pretty big day of bowls. It's been a big week, and this is our last day of the March Gala week. So welcome to anyone watching with us. As Chris just said, then the pairing of Jean Claridge and Debbie Lee 10-6 over Michaela Baker and Charlie Harkness. We'll see Michaela and Charlie actually facing off as soon as this finishes in the semi-final of the ladies singles. So bit of change of role for them both.
Yeah, they've gone to talking to each other, not talking to each other after one game. So, as you say, the other semi-final of the ladies singles was Amity Bickley versus Janet McCarthy from East Launceston. And the boys, or the men's I should say, is Lockley Thurley is playing Peter Jenkins from Howrah, and Shane Wayne from Invermays playing David Mings from East Launceston Bowls Club. So a couple of good games there will be coming up. So yeah, so we won't be televising any of the semi-finals, so we'll just go straight to the men's final after this game. So it'll be around 3:30, but it is approximately. So if it starts early, just keep an eye on your Facebook. So yeah, so Charlie Harkness picks some mat up there, so I wouldn't mind betting it would have been a lonely one, I reckon. Don't know where and I'm not certain, was it one or not, but Charlie has got the jack, so she's got the mat nearly way back on the tee down there, and it looks like they're poised to try and go ditch to ditch, which is a pretty good jack roll here, looking from here, Christopher. So he's going to stay on. Yeah, nearly ditch to ditch here. Nice little crowd here in attendance as most of Port Sorell are behind the Marshall boys over there. They must all have a public holiday in Port Sorell, but they're all here. Well, most of the families here I can see, the dad and the brother, the uncle and the brother. So pretty close knit family, the Marshalls. So it's wonder there's not another tribe of them coming through the gate here shortly. So it's you said Cody Marshall's playing with his uncle Josh, and Mark Stroston is playing with young Archie Burton. So at the moment, it hasn't done the scoreboard. I'm sort of hoping they do that, but I think it'll be very, very close. I reckon if not, it'll be only one shot in the difference, and depending on what they got up there when Mark played that howler of a bowl. Just looking at the ladies here. So Charlie's about a couple of metres past and then a couple of metres just short, and Deb's just finished. Weight was okay, just a fraction wide, so she's changed over now. Christopher on a backhand. Doesn't look too bad. It might be just that bit of fraction heavy, yep. So pretty open head there from the leaders. So that's why the skips get paid good money, they reckon, Chris.
Yes, we had a lot of rain here on Wednesday. Greens were flooded on Wednesday, and then we had to move the singles sectional play indoors. So that was a bit of a downer for the gala week, but it certainly left these greens a bit slow. And I'm suggesting 13 seconds maximum, probably 12 and a half today. So and this particular end is ditch to ditch. So it's a bit of a throw, a real push for them. So they're just struggling to find their weight here on this end. Most of the ends they've been playing up till now have been 3/4. The young girls, Michaela and Charlie, did try a minimum length end. I think they dropped at 2 or 3. So they've gone to their other tactic now, ditch to ditch, and sorting them all out here at the moment. Jane Claridge's bowl's on its way. She's looking for it just to push past the one of Michaela's, and she's done it. And that is the shot. Jack high.
So Michaela Baker down on the backhand. Looks like she's got ample speed here. She nearly wanted to jack at that pace. She's missed it, and she's going to plonk into the ditch. She's give herself a chance. She has got those couple of bowls up the front, but probably didn't need that weight, I wouldn't reckon.
Well, it's nice to have the stream back up and running today after standing around all morning and watching, hoping that we'd get it up. There's been some tremendous heads, as you said earlier. There's a trail of the kitty by Jean. After drawing with her first, he just trails with the second. No indication as to who's got shot, but I'm assuming her last bowl would be shot, and her and Deb would have shot in 3 seconds as it sits there at the moment. It's a bit of a shame that the rain on Wednesday, can't do anything about the weather, but not had to disrupt the singles qualifying that had to go indoors. And congratulations to BTAS. They made some pretty bold decisions early in the morning, and it was at 3 different venues, and they moved them all to the Burnie and the Devonport indoors. Had to shorten the games, which probably not ideal for state qualifying, but there was nothing else that they could do under the circumstances. We only had two greens in the whole area that they could actually use, and those were the 2 indoors. We find Debbie's just drawn the shot down underneath, so I think they'd be holding 2 at the moment. Yeah, so getting back to that, it certainly left this green very slow. We were playing on the weekend on this, and it was running, although windy and difficult, it was running a nice pace, but looks like a real push here this morning. Hopefully it speeds up this afternoon for the singles. Better aware. Deb's bowl's on its way here, and she played 2 great bowls. A great set of bowls there. 2, holding 2 if not 3. Yeah, Chris and I mentioned early in the coverage before the internet went down that all 4 players here are previous state pairs winners. Michaela or Baker and Harkness are the current state pairs champions, so they are going for back-to-back. Deb won back-to-back a couple of years ago with Kim Saunders, and Jean Claridge also won the pairs in between with Ray Simpson. So all 4 of them have had success at this level, and are looking for another pairs title. They've all played very, very well during the sections. The semi-finals, they were the standout 2 teams by a fair way in both the qualifying in the sectional play and in the knockout stages. So it's a pretty good result to get these 2 through to the final. Okay, Michaela's last bowl coming down now. At that weight, she needs a kitty, and she's got it. What a lovely bowl. What a great bowl. Possibly 3 down, and she's potted a bare kitty. It's going to be difficult to beat. Deb's calling Jean up to the head. I'm not too sure which one of the bowls at the back there are touches, Duddy. There is a chance, I guess, to put a toucher in if it's one of these. I think Deb trailed it. Oh no, Jean trailed it. Jean trailed it early on. So I don't know whether she can get her own toucher in the ditch or not.
I reckon it's the one about...
There it is, right there in the camera now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's out to the other side.
So I'm looking at one of these purple or lilac bowls of June's, which is a toucher, which is probably not that one, but the one before it, I reckon.
Oh yeah, well Jean's got 2 touches out
yeah.
there. So if they can get onto that one out the front, that is a toucher, they could pot that. Or draw to the ditch, I guess. Men's score, Chris, it's been updated.
Yep.
It looks like it's 11-8 to the Marshall boys. Okay, they've decided what they're going to play, and Jean's bowl's on its way. I don't think she had the weight to get the toucher in. She might have been trying to draw it just a touch short.
Still moving for a shot here, are they?
Yep. And it's another one that's probably, I think, 3 or 4 ends on the trot now to Baker and Harkness. Lee and Claridge led 10-2, and the score is now 10-8.
After 10 ends. So, yep, it's the ploy of lengthening the jacks out a little bit. This jack throw is a little bit short of what they've been going this way, so it'll be interesting to see if the combination of the Vermeer girls can try and win this sort of length. So Charlie's leading off. Good weight, just a fraction tight, but pretty good start in the conditions.
It keeps coming up, says it's got 5%.
We're going to lose the whole lot if we Yep. I've turned it off, now you've turned it.
Okay, a little technical glitch, but we're back up and running now. Score is 10-8 after 10 ends. 10 of 18 ends this game. And as it's holding at the moment, I believe the yellow one at the front is the shot. And they are holding one. So that's Baker and Harkness are holding one.
Are we right now? We're on power.
Yep.
Let's see our Wi-Fi now.
And Charlie just goes through the hole there, trying to promote her own. June's indicating Deb's last one's about a foot short. Just navigate that hole. And I don't think she's added any. So it's taken a foot or so off. Not 100% sure who's holding over there. It's between the yellow one at the front and the June spot. Probably about an equal amount past the jack. And in the men's, Swatchandler picks up a single, and he now trails 9-11 after 11 ends. Okay, McCullough Baker's delivered her bowl on its way. She's looking at it very closely. And she goes through the same hole that Charlie went through. Had a bit of a smirk there. There mustn't be much room in there. Jean on the forehand. So she said, I think get around Deb's front two. Pretty good weight. Just touch wide. Okay, Michaela with her last. On its way. It's a bit wider. It misses wide. I gather by the shot that they're trying to promote that yellow, I'm assuming that they're down.
Yeah, looking at the weight they played, I think she's trying to sit that bowl out from probably a couple, but I reckon that Jean's holding one, trying to get to these two outside ones here. She's too late.
She's a bit lucky there.
Yeah, one to Deb, so Jean and Deb, so they just put the finger up, so the score goes to 11-8 after 11 ends. Exactly, I think the same score as the men over there. I'm going to play the same amount of ends, so 18 ends for the final today. And a bit of a chat in the middle of the green here. I reckon they're probably going to be talking about this jack length, just so they go back to what they were sort of leading earlier. As Chris said, they was out to a 10-2 lead and playing pretty consistent lengths, and I reckon that's what they're going to be trying to get going again. Anyone watching, just let us know where you're watching from and share the video. Get the game of Tassie Outdoor Bowls out there. Our Gala week finishes up today after 6 big days of bowls. Unfortunately, the one horrible day of the weather, but as I said before, we did need the rain, so we take that. So Deb's taking the mat 3 or 4 metres up, I suppose, and Jack on the tee, so just going to be that couple of metres short of the first bowl. The line looks pretty good.
That's been a pretty common thing during this game and a bit in the men. That first bowl, they have been short most of the day. I just think it's probably a bit slower than even we were saying. There's not a lot of finish on it.
I think it was always going to get that little bit slow once you had a bit of movement on there, a bit of walking and whatever. The moisture was going to come up out of it. So, yeah, we just hope we get a bit more speed out of it a bit later on in the day with the sun and that out, but it might struggle a bit, I reckon.
Here's a better one. That's a very good correction.
Yeah. Jack High shot
Jack
there.
High.
Yep. So we've got Scotty Hodgetts and we've got a Shane Bromelo from Ballarat. You probably know him, I reckon, do you?
Yes, that would be a brother-in-law. Hello, Shaney.
Pam Lade watching. All now is all fixed, yep. Fingers crossed, Pam. You said we did apologise, but that's technology.
If there are any difficulties, please let us know on the comments. So at least we know up front. We can see here whether it buffers or whether we're not too sure on the audio and those sorts of things. So let us know if there's any problems, so we can get our technical people onto it.
Before we've got the bowling arm over on the other rink beside the men's pairs. They're into a semi-final of the bowling arm triples.
Good bowl here from Jane Claridge.
So play their final today, and I think the final of the fours is also scheduled this afternoon too. Rob, is that correct?
Yeah, 12:30.
12:30. Plenty of bowls. And Carla Jake has done again. She's got the pair Jack twist and Carla down the line for a shot. So Rob's just going to try and move the camera back now to just get a bit of an idea where that jack has gone. And see with this bowl coming down that Carter's moved it a metre or so.
So Jack's probably 2 foot off the ditch here at the moment. Gene's drawn in the zone. Little click, in for shot. Michaela's played a couple of big bowls coming this way. Jack movement's been very good for her. Ditch weight again, looking for hitting all the bowl there, I would have thought.
Scotty Berry, watching from Bruny Island there, so you got the band around there, mate. So I reckon you're enjoying the weather. Wouldn't be much chop down at Hobart anyway, would it?
Talking of Bruny Island, Charlie Harkness is a Bruny Island bowler. Quite a nice uniform they've got that Charlie's wearing there at the moment, the Bruny shirt. I quite like that.
Yes, he does the hard yards. He's obviously spent all week here and with the hubby and the little fella with his little cap on. And yes, you got to get back and I guess, I don't know what they're going to do, catch the ferry or back home. And
Yeah.
probably, depending on where she's playing bowls tomorrow, she's probably back on the ferry at some stage to get back over.
A little bit overweight there from Deb, and just falls into the ditch. Yeah, it's hard yards playing bowls out of Bruny. Like for pennant, they've got to catch the ferry and travel every pennant game. It's a fair old hike. Okay. Looks like 1 to Claridge at the moment.
Better wait here by Deb. She's turning on that or that. She's going to stay on. Oh, just went in.
Yeah, that's certainly.
He's going to wait for a turning weight there. So sit there, second shot now, he makes 3 or 4 or it's a jack in the pit. So Harkness now is on a backhand again. And
That's a very good shot.
Bowl. Nearly made 2 there, I reckon, Chris. Would you reckon?
I would have thought so.
Very good bowl. Good correction.
Just that camera angle there, Dave, I'm not too sure whether Jean's might be second shot.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree. I think well, it might be much out of shot when you think about it, looking at it.
No. There was no indication from the players whether they were up or down. But I don't think it's going to change Jean's shots anyway. She'll be looking to promote her own, roll her own over, would have thought. Touch tight, gets off the white. There's not a lot of turn on this, is there? In fact,
That's a great effort.
she'd drawn the shot, I would have thought. Deb gave it a clap. No indication from Charlie whether to Michaela whether they're up or down. She's calling it a play, a relatively positive shot down through there. Maybe looking for another bear jack. She's played them well. Bit high on that one.
Yeah. Bit high, Cody Marshall on the trot down here. Looks like, I don't know who's got the shot over there. Oh, he's played a pretty good bowl. 2, I'd say. Cody Marshall, Josh Marshall pumped with that. So we'll take them out to 13-9 after 12 ends. So they're 2/3 of the way through.
Turning Claridge's wide off to Debs. Both the leads, or the threes in this case, have had a look at his head. I think it's really close. Don't think either of them have convinced whether they're up or down.
Charlie, have a good look here. See if there's any options of. We'll be a little bit careful here. We've got a chance to nick their closest bowl out. We've got a chance of having both their bowls, Chris, you know. And it does leave a hell of a lot of.
Unlikely, but we all know
true.
that there is a chance. But you could put off the white through the yellow, and that would be a game breaker for them. Carl have come down to have a look.
Dennis Taylor is enjoying WI. We all enjoy WI, I reckon, if we're over there.
And the victors of this game will represent Tasmania in WA in October at the Nationals. As I said before, Michaela and Charlie are the defending champions. They didn't get to travel last year with the Nationals here in Tassie. They had a home series. I'm sure they'd be looking to back up from last year and earn a trip to WA for the Nationals.
As we said earlier, after this game of pairs, the girls got to play each other in the semi-final of the ladies singles. Nick and Charlie. Another one is Amity Bickley and Janet McCarthy, the other semi-final. We'll be live streaming the men's singles final around about the 3:30, and it's only approximate time, so it could be early, it could be late, depending on how long the games go prior to it. But in the men's singles, it's Lockie Thurley is playing
Peter Jenkins
from
Howrah, and Shane Wayne from Invermay taking on East Launceston's David Minns. David's been many times state champion, state finalist, and hoping to turn back the clock a bit, enter another singles state final. Okay, it's a tight measure here.
We'll stick it on the camera. Just looking at, I like Jean's bowl on the one you said before, inside of it. You soon tell, as I say, the camera angles are very different on a.
No.
Pretty close.
Yes, it was.
So 1-2 Charlie, was it?
It was one to the yellow.
Wow. Was very close and deceiving by the eye there, Chris, for sure.
Yeah.
So 9 to Baker, the 11 Claridge after 12 ends. So cracking game here with the girls.
(9-11) after 12 and 9-13 after 12 in the men. Charlie starts off with a nicely weighted shot just under the head. Deb's reply, a touch short, probably a couple of metres, I would have thought.
Those flags, you probably just pushed into a touch of wind that way. Chris, looking at the flag in front of us.
Yeah, they're right into it, aren't they?
Shortage of wind here yesterday and very, very cold conditions here. It was bitter. So bit of way to bowl here, Chris. Just a touch wide, I reckon, but weight was really good.
The first time I played here this week, Chris, and it is a challenge. With that, we are only, for people that haven't been to Ulverston, we're only probably 200 metres off the beach. and that sea breeze comes in, and it's actually blowing towards the water at the moment, from left to right as we're sitting. But later in the day, when the breeze changes round, it's coming back up, blowing out of the corner with the fence there. It's very, very tricky.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see. I reckon the boys' final will be on around ring 6 or something, Rob. I'd say around about that for the final. Might be ring 5 for the final, but it'll be interesting to see what the wind does by 3:30 this afternoon, if there's any changes. So.
Yeah, the men's final is actually going to be on ring 4, so it'll be one over from where we are currently. Probably not bad. The further you get across, the wind off the fence is tricky, to say the least. Lovely bowl there from Jean Claridge. Kayla follows it up. It's got 2 seconds by the looks of things.
Another reasonably weighted bowl. It's just a bit high, Chris. Great weight. Looking at it, Jack Eye. Changing over, so Charlie will be trying to get down there and trail that Jack around the corner or sit the inside of the bowl, and Deb's going to try and give it a little mate, I believe.
Those flags are certainly blowing a bit stronger in the wind, aren't they? There's a windsock up the other end at the football ground, and it's blustery because it was blowing. It was at full tilt 30 seconds ago. And I think that is one of the issues here that goes. Okay. Charlie's bowl's on its way. Nice shot, just past, maybe only 18 inches. There's not a lot of draw down this side. Sort of stepped out a bit there towards the end. It wasn't there anyway, but...
It's a bit of a pothole there though, Chris. It's nearly in the line of, depending what weight they want to play, I suppose, but yeah, if another metre of weight, Deb would have been all over that. Carly's, looks like she's underneath, is she? Underneath the bowl. She played it pretty good, hasn't she?
Played it really well.
Yeah, great shot.
Played it really well. I think it's only one.
Deb will be trying to add a metre away there, down here, see if she can get underneath her own bowl here now. She's not too bad here, is she?
Just going to crash into that front one, I think.
Too, yeah.
Not sure she had the weight anyway there, Chris.
Both had a bit of a discussion here, and probably I reckon one of the part of the discussion was she's getting tough to play down here. This wind's getting up, and look at the flags that it is. She's picked up quite considerable in the last 2 or 3 minutes, Chris. So.
Yep. And the windsock's full.
David Mings is beside us having breakfast of champions, having a national pie and a can of Coke and Diet Coke. I don't know, he's doing the right thing, he's on 0 Coke.
Okay, Carla's bowl's on its way here. Yeah, just holding out, but he's probably popped that other one across into a very handy spot for them, I would have thought.
Yes.
Be pretty hard to get around there and draw.
Now.
And Jean's bowl's coming in. The weight looks okay. I'm assuming it's still just the one to Baker and Harkness. Michaela looking to add another one here, which will tie the game up. Can't see a lot through Charlie there at the moment.
Baker opted to play the 4, I reckon. That's probably because he didn't want to fatten it up any wider here on that pretty tough hand, I reckon, Chris. So Jean's trying to navigate this around this front one. She's onto the front bowl there. That's going to be in for shot, I reckon.
She has got it for shot.
Yes, so one more goes to Lee. And Claridge, so they go out to 12-9 lead after 13 ends. Boys score out there, over there is the Marshall boys, Cody and Josh are 14, leading Mark Strossnetter
And Archie Burton.
and Archie Burton. I had a bit of a mental blank there. Archie, as I said, had tasted victory for the week already. He's won the state men's fours at the ripe old age of 16. So it was a pretty big effort, and as I said, my commentator beside me, young Christopher Lee, at the ripe old age of not 16, he's won a state four. So he'll be heading to WA to play the national champs after his tour around the world.
Yeah, it was a great day, Duddy. It was to play with the three guys I played with, particularly to play with Rowdy, my son-in-law. That was pretty special. And on the rink next to us was my daughter winning the ladies' fours. So it was a pretty special day. But Archie, as a 16-year-old, composed himself brilliantly in the closing stages of our final and played some big bowls. In fact, probably was the best player on the rink over the closing 3 or 4 ends, or 2 or 3 ends. And what a great thrill for him! And now to reach the semi-final of the pairs as well. So he's had a great week. Hopefully a big future in the game. Okay, 2 shots here to Baker and Harkness. Bit of a loose end from Deborah. Marshals are holding a couple over there, and the men too. At the halfway mark of the end. Hold this end at a bit of a gap in their score.
I think it's only one twist. I think that other blue bowl was the half of Archie's bowl. He's got white and a half, so I think Josh is the other one beside Cody's over the back there. I reckon they're one with Mark and 3 seconds. So Josh is going to look to try and turn his bowl here or draw another one close. Otherwise, he's going to be pretty vulnerable, I reckon.
Team Claridge is on its way. It's definitely their closest bowl. And it's a lovely bowl.
Play.
Lovely bowl. Set the shot bowl for 1. Carla Baker looking to play a similar bowl, I would have thought. Coming down on that backhand.
Nice
Just
weight.
ducks under.
Good weight by both the girls.
June Claridge has played some really good draw bowls this morning. Probably weight-wise, she's probably been the best of the 4.
Not too bad here.
And another good one in the zone. Oh no, don't just sails past. Looked like it was going to stop there.
Don't think she's quite up there this one, Carla. She'll be disappointed with that, I reckon. Just that couple of feet short. And she probably could have been there with a metre or so. So we trail that jack back down the line to Charlie's bowls. But 12-9 lead. 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 12-9 lead.
I was just looking at that one finish. That finished a lot closer than what I thought it was going to. And
Definitely wind
and
pushed
if you
it
watch
down.
the wind at the moment, I'm suspecting it's a good 2 seconds different into the wind, if not more. Those bowls going up the other way finish very quickly. They last couple had a bit of finish on that one of Jean's. I thought was going to finish a lot closer than it did. And Michaela's kept running. Oh, that's a fair breeze up there at the moment. Yeah, playing on this green the other day, I would have thought into the wind and against the wind, it was a good 3 seconds different in weight.
Yeah, which is a hard enough task, you know, like you're trying to get as close as you can or play the right call weight and you asked, and it's a tough gig.
Wind's the devil.
It is. You can't see it.
Okay. Charlie on the mat, one down in the head. Just looking to reach that shot bowl. Just under, beautiful weight. Beautiful weight. Just under. Deb on the forehand, looking to come under that white one of Michaela's there, just in front of Jack High.
Another one in the head here from Deb, I reckon. They're pretty vulnerable with one bowl, but I'm not really sure how situated. Weight's going to be good here. She's just going to be underneath, but it's in the area. It's a pretty handy bowl.
Yeah. Another Jack High bowl. And Charlie's is in the zone. Beautiful bowl. Lovely bowl. That's the one she was trying to play last time. Corrected beautifully. Sat that one of Jane's through. They could be holding.
Could be 3 or 4, it could be only 2.
Yeah.
It's tough. I said last time the angle of the camera, I thought that Jean's bowl was definitely shot and they lost the measure. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends. I'd say it's definitely 2 from this angle, and it just depends on the 2 out on the wing. Michaela and Charlie's one's on there on the wing, whether they beat Deb's on the other wing, but I'd say 2, could be 4. But imagine Jean's going to come down the forehand and try and sit the shot bowl. It's on its way. Looks a bit tight.
Wow, nice weight too. Nice sitting weight. Nice getting the jack weight. We've got a bowl waiting down there, so...
Yeah, her next bowl will be very interesting, looking at that. Grabs the kiddies and make a huge conversion. I think Michaela will try and cover those ones out there on the backhand.
Yeah, you'd reckon that's what she's looking at. I just wonder if that bowl's in the line to get there with that... I just wonder if she wouldn't want to be touching that short bowl into the head that's all crisp. But, I mean, that is where you're looking to be foot around that to the back too, around that area. But that bowl there is it looks like the call might be the forehand trying to get through the front 2 bowls.
Yeah, she is playing forehand.
I'll play a little swinger down there to sit the bowl for a number. She hasn't got the weight to make any movement. But
she did get onto that front bowl. All right.
it makes it harder to hit the bowl now if that's changed that crisp, because it's probably blocked that hole up now, I reckon. See what Jean does here. Interesting. Same weight as the last bowl and a fraction wider. She's all over this.
She is a fraction wider.
She's close here. What a shot.
Oh, what a shot. Lovely bowl.
What a shot. Playing very well, Jean Claridge.
That brought the crowd to their feet out there on the seats.
Yeah. So, Michaela now is going to try and get down there and make some contact.
Yeah. Staying on the backhand. Can we get onto that front one of hers? And just doesn't quite get it up and in. Lovely bowl for there from Jean Claridge, and it's another one to her side. They move to a 13-9 lead after 14 ends. 4 to play, 4 up, 4 to play. The boys' score out there is 15 to Marshall, 9 to Strossnetter after 14 ends. So they're getting down to the nitty gritty of the game. So I'd say Stow and young Archie will be trying to get a multiple somewhere on this the next couple of innings here to give themselves the best chance for a sniff. And you didn't think that Mark Strossen would be going down. They're going over a fight. So Deb's first bowl, just that yard short. This is where they're pushing into the bruises that we just talked about. The big difference of probably a couple of seconds, second and a half even, sort of thing. So it's not easy. As we said before, the thing is by day's end, the bruise will have swung around the other way, and they'll be head tail, but going in the opposite direction. Good correction here. Probably jack high. It's a tight line down that side.
It looks like it is there, Chris. I think he can be easily get caught out there, and very much a late side, I'd say, like with the wings sort of that way. So Charlie's made a reasonable correction. He always having a chat here and saying we're back playing this horrible way. It's Marshall, it's a round of applause up there. Charlie Jack around the corner. Looks like they've got definitely a couple of three there, Chris. And Jean's down here on the backhand. We'll try and master this tight side of the. Oh, she's got a nice little feather. It's coming in for a shot, I reckon. So weight was pretty good.
Half a bowl wider, and she pumps the yellow up into the head. Yep. Just under it and got the feather. Carl's played a pretty good bowl there. It's short, but it's on the line. Not that, if it's not short, it's not that far out. That's a high line, and they do not come from there.
She had that bit extra weight there too, Chris. It sort of would be preventing it from coming in at all. But as you say, you miss your line out there and you're sort of searching a bit. So Mikado, what's Mikado got?
Pretty good line.
It's a pretty good bowl. She's probably that yard over, but you give yourself a chance to turn a bowl or hit the jack, so and in the catching pen. So Deb will be trying to get something. How many Bixby walks past, smiling. With the hug boots on. That tells you how cold it is here in Dalby. She's got hug boots on. Singles champion, yes.
Yeah. How many just walked past? As Chris said, she is looking to go back to back today, state singles champion.
The bowl there by Deb Lee. Very good shot.
That's the number one, Dottie.
And in a nice spot. Charlie Harkness in the backhand. Looks like she's a fraction tight. Weight's cream, but yeah, just trying to navigate this area here. It's a yeah and A area for him. It's been asked to change over here.
Looking to draw to that back white one of Michaela's, I think, but geez, they haven't played many down that hand, have they?
No.
Crashed into
That
that
a
back.
little bit, but
I can't remember the last time a player played a bowl down that side.
right. Maybe. I don't know, they keep going to this backhand side. Maybe that might be their go-to. Because another end, if it's a bit wider, it's probably going to bend a bit more. So.
It certainly drew, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
It drew as it come down. Sometimes the bendy hand is the easier one.
Yes.
Try and poke them up that tight hand.
Mark Softon is on the run down here on the backhand. Looking to get
Oh, he's got movement too.
move, and it looks like Josh Marshall bowl back there. It looks lonely though. That's two of Archie Burton's bowls just in behind it. So one to Cody Marshall, and the skippers have both got one to come. So Cody will need another bowl on the head here. Otherwise, Mark Softon will be trying to reach that bowl out of there. June Claridge on a forehand. Once again, Chris said he's trying to get that back right bowl of Michaela Baker's, I feel. It's definitely wide enough. How's the weight? Probably not there. Probably jack high.
That would be so foreign playing out
True.
that side. Weight wise, line wise. Okay, Michaela.
Oh, he's wanting the pit over there, Cody. So if Mark Sosner can see this bowl, he's got a chance to land in the pit for that multiple I talked about.
I'm not sure June's actually got a shot to play here. It's a big ball on that forehand she was trying to play.
He's going in for a look. Good move here. Carla's going down with it too. Yeah, sometimes you don't want to be playing the hand to try and turn you up or give them something to sit off or whatever, but if you've got nothing else on the other end, you're probably better off to try and block their shot off or something, finish a bit short on the line, or especially if it's a funny hand on that backhand.
Looking at that there, it's hard to tell what the head actually looks like. If I was, one option for them would be to go really deep. Really deep. Michaela plays, waits for her own, gets kitty, they could go 3 down. The state of the game here, if they're holding shot, maybe to get right back, but looks like she's trying to draw another around that front white one. Or maybe she's trying to put a blocker in here.
She's finishing the pothole area.
She has indeed. She's certainly given her shot bowls a bit of cover.
Frostnetter misses over there to take the bowl out, so one more to Marshall. So the score is 16-9 in favour of Cody and Josh after 15 ends. Bit of a danger zone there for Stow, so he had a chance to hit a bit of a 2 or a 3 there. But so
huge bowl here from Michaela. Context of the game.
looks wide, Chris, out of the hand, doesn't it? Oh, it's bendy.
It's coming now. She just lacked a little bit of weight. They've taken one out.
There might even be more, is it?
They're looking. Down for the measure. So they've taken one out, so it's at least 14-9. And it's just a single. So it's 14-9 lead to Claridge and Lee after 15 ends. So 5 the difference, 3 to play.
Hang on, I've got the shed up there, they just go.
So 14-9 and the men are 16-9. they're keeping almost perfect timing, actually. They're both 15 ends and only a couple of bowls separating them time-wise.
I don't think either the boys or the girls are at a dead end.
No.
Great start here by Deb Lee. A couple of feet over, ideal spot for your first bowl.
As the flags go limp. Well, not quite limp, but not like they've been. Charlie replies with a good one of her own.
Great effort. Just out, I reckon. It's not far out of the count, but pretty good 3 bowls from the girls. We talked about it's probably the more favourable end weight-wise to head down this way. She's going to pull up short here by Charlie.
She'll be disappointed with that one after her first one.
But still manages to smile on the way past.
Okay, Jean's on the mat. It's the same coming this way. They've stuck to that side of the green all game.
True. Nicely weighted, just a fraction.
Not sure anyone's actually played a jaw shot.
On the other hand, Mike Blair from Invermay, I'd say there's a bit of bias sort of coming to go Jean and Deb. Yeah, right. I reckon you're too scared not to say that. They're going well at the moment. Cheryl Pedley. Can I get a score on the bowling arm triples? Well, you can because they're finished, but I can tell you the final is.
good area here from Jean Claridge. And she's drawn the shot. It's a lovely shot.
So the final of the bowling arm triples is Bud, Tho, O'Halloran, playing Page, Kidd and Archer. So they won.
And sorry, Chris, just before you do that, Michaela Baker's just answered with a beautiful bowl of her own. Drawing a toucher and holding 1.
Yes, it's been a bit of a to and fro end here. A couple of good bowls, a couple of retreating bowls, and yeah, the skippers have done their job. Now it's back to the leaders. Oh, Josh Marshall plays a howler over there, double down. She moves the jack for at least 1 or 2.
I think you might have been 3 down there. Okay. Deb's ball on its way. It's going to duck under, but gets her own up and over.
We're trying to keep it reasonably tight here.
Still 1 to Baker.
Deb and Jean, they're 4 up on the board, and they don't want to be losing a score, so they're just going to be. They might be happy to lose the 1. Well, not happy, but. Harkness has got the jack here. Oh, luckily bounced off the back bowl, and now she's still holding 1, so it makes it a lot harder now, Chris, all those front stuff in the way.
This might force them onto that other hand. We might see what happens out there now.
On the other side of the green, you mean?
Here it comes.
The fraction on board, is she? Let's crash it on board. It's not many bowls on that side of the green, Chris.
Right.
Cody Marshall over there. It's not really the same here.
Charlie's done the same.
I don't think she's in the pit, but she's very close to him, sitting on the edge. Oh, yeah. Cody Marshall's gone into the ditch over there. I don't know what he was after. But I can tell you now, I can see two of Mark's Frostnetters and one or two of young Archie Burton's bowl that are after the shot bowl. So Mark's Frostnetter is going to be trying to run this bowl out here. And the crossover now, the lady skips go back. Here goes Mark. Thank you very much. He's got both of them. They're holding 5 shots there.
They are holding 5. Like
Wow.
a huge bowl. Stallion at his best.
Turn back the clock. Mind you, he hasn't been turned back very far because he's been playing bowls for a long time and still is. Cody don't like this. He's turned his back on it very early.
Gene sailed past there.
Wow.
There, Cody's. I'd say Mark's holding 5 and has a bowl in his hand and he has a metre to draw.
Correct.
Metre to draw 6. Interesting, this hand coming down here. They're all going heavy. The breeze is coming from that corner, isn't it? So not only is it head tail, that's the side that's right up behind the bowl. Oh, that's very tight.
It's very tight. Unless he's getting through something. So
Okay, Michaela's got one, looking to draw a second. Needs to draw around that front one of Jean's and with nice weight. Strachan's bowl's on its way. He's played a counter.
Yeah. Oh.
So Lee and Claridge drop 1 to lead 14-10.
Oh.
And it was a 5, was it? A 5 to Strachan, and that takes the score 16-14. 2 to play. That evened that game up very quickly.
Yeah, so still a couple of tight games here, and the girls is going to go to the wire. I mean, it's a couple down, which is never easy to peg back with a couple of innings to go, and June and Deb are going to try and consolidate, try and get a really good second shot if they can't get the shot here again. So. Archie Burton's thrown 2-2 on the boys. Does the scoreboard?
Well, both rinks, 2-2.
Yes.
Here we go. What we've been talking about. Deb's changed to the forehand side. Matches Charlie's at probably a metre behind. Charlie sticking to that backhand side that they've all been playing. Just out of touch wide and
Running.
sails by, yeah. And they'll certainly be pushing up into this breeze, not wanting to drop short.
No, correct. I was about to say, they wouldn't like to be finishing in their way.
No. Better line here from Deb. And talking about dropping short, that's where it is. But it may well be shot. 2 the diff in the men and 4 the difference in the ladies. 2 ends to play in each.
Ricky Turner, how's the weather? It looks nice down here. Yeah, it looks nice. Doesn't mean it's nice. It's quite a cool day down here, Luke. You'd be struggling up there at 28 or something up there in Helensvale area.
Michaela wasn't happy with that, but she has maybe drawn a shot. She wasn't happy out of her hand. Girls have just struggling with this ditch-to-ditch length here into the breeze. Jean's got a little bit of movement on the front bowl of Debs, and that would have knocked that in for shot. Michaela sticking to this forehand. She's changed over. Looking for the same result. No, she has drawn it herself. Lovely weighted jack high bowl. June looking to reach, I would think. Just misses the shot bowl. Good weight for it, actually. She could have sat the shot bowl or got her own up and over again. So Baker and Harkness holding 1. Halfway mark of this 15th end. 17th end. All right, Charlie on the mat, playing forehand, looking to promote Michaela or draw the shot under her herself. In a pretty good zone. And she draws the kitty. Just pokes it out, it's out in the open. And Jean's saying it's up and down for shot. Plenty of room for all 4 bowlers to draw the shot now.
And just sailing a bit.
Did go sailing through. But they said up and down for shot, a toucher here for Harkness and Baker would be gold.
So Debs, she's production tight looking at it. She turns her own bowl though, that'll be the shot.
That is the shot.
Yeah.
And it takes a fair bit of danger away. I know the trail's now worth 3, but it was worth a fair bit more. That shot, that bowl coming up is fairly handy. What's happening over there in the men? Cruz, I can see the kitty's been moved. I think that's Archie Burton's bowl sitting next to.
It's close, but I'm guessing that if it is shot, it's a bit of a reverse roll from the last end. I reckon if Archie's got the shot, I reckon that the marshals that have 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th. So Staugen will play a reasonable bowl here to get something round about it here to give me the chance of not undoing the hard work from last end.
Michaela's bowl's on its way. It's under the head. But she gets a very nice ride off that outside bowl and comes in for another 2nd.
Strosnatter sits Archie's bowl, so I don't think he's added any more, but he's probably made his bowl a bit more protected. It's sort of Jean down here on the backhand. looks reasonably good pace-wise.
It's going to duck under the head. You know, she gets a little ride off the front one as well. Probably finishes in a very nice
Pretty good
home.
spot.
Okay, Carla with her last. One down.
Try and get this bowl out. I'll get this jack here, Chris.
She needs the shot. Give themselves a chance going to that last end. And she looks a touch tight.
Yeah. Right, Debbie's call is a fraction more grass.
Cody's missed his. And this is a lot more grass. From Jane, very safe.
One.
And they'll take the one. Last end. And Jean Claridge and Debbie Lee lead 15-10 after 17 ends.
Cody did take a bowl out over there. I don't think it helped him though. Looking at it, I reckon they'd reduce themselves probably to have one bowl in the head over there again. So it'll be interesting here with the boys. Mark's line up is going to play a bit of weight, but
I thought he was too.
But he's not. That's maybe just his practice routine on the slower green. He's got a bit of weight when you think about it. And he's probably not Josh in the shot.
Archie's dropped his head there a little. I think he may have just given the shot away. There's the marshals convene in the middle of the green. I think they're talking about maybe taking this and going to the last end 3 up.
Oh, he'd have to back himself here, Chris. If he can draw another shot here, he can make it a lot harder. I don't think it's that tight of a head where he wouldn't forfeit his bowl. Oh, you broke the book.
There you go.
Well, there you go. He doesn't trust his nephew. So they're happy to take the one.
Happy to take the
guessing
one.
it was only one, Chris. So
And Debbie Lee has played a very good shot. Holding 5, you know, them behind.
correct. Yeah, they're going to defend.
Short
this
ones are not going to do any good.
I think it's going to be very, very hard work for the young girls here to.
Charlie's played 2 good starters.
Yeah, she has.
She's given them a chance.
As I walk into that bruise there, you can see the shirts flapping away there. Chris, he's a pretty solid bruise heading into it. Well, that's small side on now. One's going one way, one's going the other.
That's blustery. We'll go right. It was 1-2 the Marshals, and they now lead 17-14.
Josh Marshall pulls up a couple of feet short. Now, Jean. So she goes here.
Ball's on its way.
Crash is going to be reasonably. 18 inches, Chris. A couple of feet.
Yeah.
Marshall's going to have 2 short bowls over there.
Okay. Carla Baker playing her first on the 18th end. Just ducks under the head, but never know. Maybe handy.
I think that's where Jean should be trying to get to with this bowl here.
Yeah, that was the call from Deb. Throw it out, get to that white one.
Got a lot of weight.
Oh, yeah. Be quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So there is a chance for Baker and Harkness here. A little trail here could make 4.
Archie Burton crosses over there, holding 2 over there with in the bears.
Baker's bowl's not in a bad zone for her.
It's going to be shot.
Going to be shot. Could
And
be
opens
holding
that
3.
Opens that hole up a bit there, Chris, to the jack. So, Cody Marshall gets a shot back over on the boys.
I think if I was the Deb and Jane. I think I'd be just trying to draw a shot down there on the forehand and beat those yellows.
Yeah. Yep. So Jane said get in that back end there and try and split those two yellows and one of Mick Carter's bowl at the back there. That's definitely where the girls are going to try and get that jack.
Yeah.
They move it a couple of feet, they make 5 Chris, I think.
Okay.
Cody Marshall goes in the ditch, does he? Oh, sits on the lip.
Gee, the weight's hard coming down that way.
Right, here's young Debbie.
Yeah.
This is,
Thought she might have played the forehand.
she's playing the forehand.
Play their shot.
Turns that bowl, there she's good.
It's wide.
Around that.
Yeah. Game's opened up for the girls here.
It's not an ugly bowl there, Chris, is it? Because most of the girls play that right way now if they're going to try and get a score. So.
Charlie's on its way. Not in the bad zone.
Wow.
Oh.
Fair in between both of them. So coming up and down the shot here, Chris. I reckon they're holding one by the look of the screen. But Deb's now got to play the similar weight here.
Yeah.
Trying to get this jack.
They need another one in there. Protect their 5. It's not too shabby, I don't think.
What a shot. What a
Nice
shot.
shot.
That's the game-winning shot there, I believe. Toucher
Toucher and shot.
and shot in front of the two bowls that have got to
That's,
go forward to the jack. So
Michaela and Charlie had a real chance if that bowl hadn't have done that, hadn't have changed anything. They had a real chance to make 4 or 5 there. But Deb's just stolen it away from them, I think. It'd be pretty hard for them to get that toucher off and stay around for their 5. Okay, the men over there.
Cody's still hanging on, but when you look at about it again, I can see a lot of opposition bowls around one of Cody's there.
Yeah. If Cody is shot, they've got the next 3. Potentially. Okay, back to the girls. Charlie's got to try and change his head somehow.
Might have made a bit of difference there, Josh Marshall, then. Okay. See what Charlie does here.
Charlie's playing weight. Looking to reach her own bowls. Played it pretty well.
Wow.
Oh, she played it very well. She put the toucher in the ditch.
She may have 3 shots there. She might even have more looking at them.
What a great shot. What a great shot. Deb's calling for a similar shot to what Charlie just played. Weighted shot. Disturb, get rid of a couple of those yellows. Looking here, they could be holding 3.
Could be. Even the Jack Eye one, Chris, looks one out there of Carla Baker's is not. But the angle for us looks completely different on the screen to us it out there. But
Yeah.
I'm probably with you. I think there's probably only 2. I don't know about the front yellow one either. June or on a forehand or backhand?
Forehand, I think.
Weight.
She's a touch high.
She's close here. She's doing something.
No, she got her own.
She's going to shot.
Oh, wow. Wow.
The only trouble with that, Chris, is take one of their bowls out of the head. So
Yeah.
I just wonder if she can. Oh, she's got much. Well, she can get it through the front yellow to get the shot bowl out, but anything wide than that puts the shot bowl onto the jack doesn't help them. But
Well, it's a good finish to the game.
Yes.
They've given themselves a real chance. Jean was lucky there, wide and got off that bowl. But I'd say McCullough, you can guarantee McCullough won't be short. Should we ditch Wade? Should we be hunting that last bowl? Sits it out. I reckon they're holding 4. She sits and stays for potentially 5.
yes, true. It's changed
You
over
just
the
can't
boys
see below the camera. Here it comes now. Oh, that's not so good for them. That was
Goes over.
That was a bad result.
It is, yeah. But give it the best chance you did, and try to get through the yellow to get the bowl out. So,
and in the
didn't work out.
men's, I don't know what happened, but the jack has moved. It's down near. Cody trailed it. There you go. I'm just one of our
Strosnickers on the mat over there. And I'll guarantee you again. What's he looking at? Oh, he's got a faint edge off the front there, which I wouldn't reckon he. All right.
So Cody trailed it. I reckon he's at least one down, maybe two, but they are three in front. He'll take his time with this one. So Gene Claridge's bowl's on its way. A tidy bowl here, and I think the title is there, and that's a very good bowl. That's a lovely spot. Poor.
The only option here is if they can see any way to try and kill the jack, but the jack being so close to the end of the ditch, it's going to be a tough gig. They've got enough numbers in the head to make a 5. No way to make a 5 with the head set up.
See that one bowler, Michaela, where she pumped the short one up, just changed the head completely, didn't it? So June and Deb have got 2 of the 3 back bowls. They're holding shot.
Cody Marsh on the mat over here. I don't know what he's got on, and I wouldn't look so nasty. He's got a lot of bowls in front.
He's after it.
He doesn't want to turn in those ones.
He's got a little rub off the front. I don't think he's changed anything, but he could have changed the angles here for Mark.
Well, the thing is now that Mark needs 3 for a draw. So, and I can tell you now, if they've got 2, Cody's got 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. So Mark's bowler has to count here.
Okay, Michaela. Big weight. Just pulled it under the head. And congratulations. Congratulations, Jean Claridge, Debbie Lee. On a
2025 women's
26,
26, ladies pairs winners. So a great game. Congratulations to all the players, and I know they'll go and represent Tassie well over in WA. But a cracking final. Congratulations. We might just stay on for 2 seconds. Watch this last bowl of Mark Strosner's here. But well done to the ladies. A great tournament and thoroughly deserved. And I'm pretty sure they might even have a little drink afterwards. Chris has got to buy 2. Mark Strosner down.
Oh,
What's he done?
don't know.
I reckon he's only made 2.
He played it beautifully to chip the opposition's closest bowl out.
It's a draw.
It's a draw. They have got 3. It did
Made
count.
3.
Short centre counts. So stick with us, and we'll give you some
Wow.
commentary.
You want me to change the cameras across?
So you can hold one if you like, Rob. If you want to hold one and
I can grab
stand
one
out
each-
there
one each end if they've got to do
Yeah.
it.
Don't need sunburn. What is it, mate? What do you call it?
yeah, well there we go. Rob's going to
Frostbite.
extra end here on the men's final. Rob's going to move some a camera for us. So a win for Deb and Jane.
Yeah, another title for Deb.
So Deb will be happy because she was the one in our household that didn't win the other day. So
that means now you just whack her in the inset now in a little photo. So the whole family affair.
it's been a very successful week for us. I'm usually the one that misses out, so it was nice to claim one the other day.
Right, Archie
done.
got the mat back, and the Jack's 5 metres short of the ditch up that way. So this is with the going into the breeze. So
Okay, Robbie's moving the camera. He's on his way over. hopefully he gets over there shortly. But Archie's first bowl's on its way. Fairly tidy starter. Just past Jack High.
Yes, yep. So this is going into the breeze here, so in a couple of seconds here I'll have a camera on here.
Okay,
There you go.
here we go.
Josh Marshall draws a shot with his first.
So Archie's bowls are the white and green, and Josh Marshall's are the all green. So
Alona Rogers, there's no score in the bowling arm. They're at a break at the moment. They're about to go out and play their triples final and fours final.
ooh, unfortunately, looks like it's buffering a bit with the camera a bit further away. So need to be mindful of that this afternoon. Over on ring 5. So Josh Marshall has drawn a toucher there and made 2. Extra end didn't look like an extra end 2 or 3 ends ago. The Marshalls looked like they had it. 3 big ends from Archie and Nostelian. Okay. Marks on the map.
Action wide, Chris.
Fraction wide hanging out there.
Nice sitting weight.
Great sitting weight.
Okay. Didn't like it. Looks like he's short. Quite up. So I'll try and make this correction here. Definitely a better line looking at the screen here. Depending on his weight, is he going to be up? No. He'll be disappointed that. I reckon we'll change Cody's hand though. No, he's staying on the forehand. Wow. Through the hole. It is buffering a bit this bit, so just bear with us. So it's only for an end, but Cody's finished in a pretty reasonable spot back there. So the yard passed.
Gee, that short one of Mark's looks a lot closer on the screen than it does here live. I'd be very confident that the 2 Marshall bowls behind the shot, but it's hard to tell. Well, we're a fair way away from here as well, so.
Yeah, it's definitely deceiving. Archie on the mat. As we say, Archie tasted success during the week in the men's fours.
And the more pressure there was, the better he bowled. Played a couple of absolute bombs towards the end when he really needed to. He's in it. Oh, he's just going to hold out there as well.
Searching weight.
I don't think Mark will be disappointed with that. He gave it a chance. He's got one behind. Kitty goes back. And Josh just goes through. Archie with his next.
I don't think he's there, Chris.
No, it looks wide. Yeah, it's probably good enough weight to dead draw it too.
Yeah, Josh was on the
Wasted no time there, did he?
No.
He's after it.
I don't know if he's got the weight, has he?
He's after it.
He's got the weight.
He's under that front one. Oh, he played a pretty good ball.
Oh, wow.
Well, pretty good bowl.
It
In that
is.
it is the shot, but I think Strachan will feel a lot more comfortable with that sitting there than before.
He holds all the cards at the moment, Stroshy. You can afford to attack here, and especially if Cody's got the shot, Cody's sort of got to be the tentative sort of things happening. But Stow will give him the best chance here to try and sit through those last couple of bowls, or his own bowl, or something like that. He might even play enough weight to try and clear the end. So I wouldn't reckon he would, though. I think he's got a couple of bowls of his and Archie's about that yard past. I'm betting that's the way he'll play around here and through his own bowl, unleash to try and sit one of the shot bowls.
It's a funny game, isn't it? Probably from Mark's perspective, he's happier with that last bowl there, Jack High, than what he was trying to beat those back bowls.
Correct, yeah.
Got a lot more options. Okay, he's playing backhand, and he's playing reasonably big weight.
He likes it.
Got his front one, he's peeled it straight out.
That takes one of his options out, Chris.
Played a lot more weight than I thought he would have there, Duddy.
Obviously, I think he probably thought, well, I'm going to give myself a chance. I'm going to try and make the Jack go out of bounds. So I guarantee you, whatever happens now, I reckon he'll be playing the same weight.
There you go, that surprised me. I really thought he would have played weight to those two Marshall bowls just behind. Sat the shot bowl, got to rub off his own. I think he's probably played a few more bowls than I've played, so.
All of us already.
Okay.
Right, young Code.
It's
What
going to
do you
come
do,
down.
buddy? You get the back bowls, you don't have to worry about putting anything there. Does he try and put something on the line?
Does he draw a toucher?
Wide anyway, he looks very wide.
He is very wide. So I'm assuming he tried to get to the back, but he hasn't quite got there. Come on, Duddy, give us your best bet. What do you reckon he'll play?
Well, his best shot's definitely probably the backhand now. Like looking at it, that's a shot bowl. You know, I just say I'm unsure what way he'll play. You'll either so you can see the two ones of Archie's and he's very close together here, about a yard by. Maybe that sort of weight, but after playing that drive on his first bowl, it's not going to be an easy shot going back to the other. He's definitely on the back end, so his options are he's going to try and sit the shot bowl.
And he's going big again.
I don't reckon he's going big.
No. Brought it right back.
He's playing that weight, slowing down in his movement. What's he done?
Oh, he's in the zone. He's got the kitty.
He's got it back to Archie Burton's bowl. Yeah, he's got it back to that's the weight. He played it to perfection.
Played it beautifully, didn't he?
He's shown nothing in the motion going to the ground. We didn't have a clue whether he was near it or not. So, but now
Holding one.
Cody. This will be interesting. The two back bowls.
Oof. Now he's made up his mind pretty quickly. Well, what a finish. Extra end. Extra end comes down to the last bowl. Mark Strachan has played a conversion with the second last bowl at the end to get the shot.
He'll go pretty solidly, Code, I reckon. He'll just have a chance to try and rattle one of these bowls or Jack.
Another win. Yep, he's going big. That's on its way. He's got something. Oh, he's got it.
Oh no. He'd be very sad the way he done it, but that's bowls and give himself the best chance of the weight to try and kill it or get the bowl out of there. And unfortunately, the end result, he's rolled a bowl up about 2 foot onto the jack and never moved the jack hardly. So it's a great effort. It's a great game. Congratulations to all players. To Archie, well done, mate. It's a tough gig but you've had a great tournament to Stow. And to the Marshall boys, I know that you boys will celebrate pretty hard and nothing better than winning the family. As Chris knows, he's done a fair bit of it over the week, and now he's got one more to add to his collection when he comes home today with Deb. But I reckon the Marshall boys will be very, very, very happy.
So just to conclude, our 2026 Tasmanian pairs state champions, Cody and Josh Marshall, and Deborah Lee and Jean Claridge. Congratulations to the four of you, and good luck in Western Australia at the Nationals. Congratulations, everybody, and thanks for viewing. We'll see everybody back this afternoon for the men's singles finals at about 3:30. Thank you.
How was that, Duddy?